Welcome back. And as 18 News continues to practice social distancing with this week's remote segment of Law Talk sponsored by the Bazzetti Law Office. Now we're joined now live over Zoom with attorney Matthew Bazzetti from the Bazzetti Law Office. Thanks for joining me today this afternoon, Matt.
My pleasure, Ty. Thank you.
Now, the first question I have, we're going to be talking about the impeachment process and everything that happened last week in Washington. Now, if President Donald Trump is impeached, is there a precedent to go after the president after he's left the office?
When you say go after, I think you're referring to some sort of punishment, whether it be public censure, bar from any holding public office in the future. While I don't believe that as a country we've ever gotten to that point, I believe that there have been talks and that there have been certain circumstances that have led the Congress to still continue the impeachment and potential punishment disciplinary phase through the Senate, even after an elected official leaves office. So yes, I believe so.
Mm-hmm. And now what criminal charges can the president face because of the Capitol riots, if there are any charges?
The biggest one potentially is seditious conspiracy, which is contained in the United States Code. And that's talked about a little bit in the news lately. Some of the rioters have actually already been charged with that. And that's inciting and enforcing and taking part of an action to violently overthrow the government, or is more applicable here, to violently interfere with the federal government conducting a lawful act, such as certifying the election results. That's a high crime, according to the federal code, which is punishable by either a monetary fine or actual imprisonment up to a maximum of 20 years.
Mm-hmm. And now the president has been pardoning people from his administration within the past couple of weeks. Now, after everything that's happened, can he actually pardon himself? Like, is that legal?
That is a very complicated and lengthy question to try to answer in this brief of a segment. I don't believe he would have the pardon power, one, to pardon himself for criminal actions that he conspired to do. So there's it's going to actually depend on what he's actually charged with, if anything, right? So we got to keep in mind he hasn't been charged with crime yet, and that maybe will happen or won't happen. But we also have to keep in mind that the pardon power only applies to federal crimes, not state crimes. So he can pardon himself from a federal offense, but there could be an offense from, a state. Washington, D.C. in this case isn't a state, but there could be a local offense that he wouldn't be able to absolve himself of any wrongdoing on if actually charged.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you for speaking with me today, Matt. Unfortunately, that is all the time we have today.
Thank you, Ty.
All right. Now, if you guys do have an idea for next week's segment of Law Talk, you can email those ideas to lawtalk@wetmtv.com. And 18 News will be right back after the break.